Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to break down Automation Studio in Salesforce Marketing Cloud. Okay, what it is, how it works, and how businesses use it in the real world with simple practical use cases we'll see. Okay, so by end of this video, you'll understand what Automation Studio does, okay, its main components and real workflows also will do, and how it connects to Journey Builder. Alright, so you'll get more information on this. Now, what is Automation Studio? So, Automation Studio is a marketing cloud's data automation engine. What we do in Salesforce Marketing Cloud, guys, we communicate with our customers or our subscribers, alright, through various channels like through emails, SMS, push notification, and other platforms. In that scenario, there is one more tool in our Salesforce Marketing Cloud, that is Automation Studio. Okay, that works as a automation engine. What it does, it runs background process automatically. Okay, as I told you that Automation Studio processes data. It plays with data, it works with data, it gives us data in a format which we want. Okay, it moves, cleans and updates data, it triggers journey and campaigns also, and its schedule or real-time workflows also can be happen through Automation Studio. Alright, think of Automation Studio as the engine which run behind the scene in Marketing Cloud. Okay, it handles all the heavy lifting like moving data, cleansing record, okay, all automatically on and on schedule. So instead of doing manual work, guys, Automation Studio does it for you 24/7. Alright, we do not need to do it manually, or we do not need to do it every day. Automation Studio does it for you 24/7. What can Automation Studio do? As we learned earlier, it can import data from file transfer protocol or customer relationship management. It runs SQL queries to filter or transform data. Okay, it creates daily segment data extensions, update subscriber attributes, trigger journey builder with fire event, monitor and log execution. Monitor and log executions. Alright, so what Automation Studio do? It has multiple capabilities. Okay, it can extract data, it can transform data, it can load data. Okay, if we want to filter our data, then also we can use Automation Studio. Alright, if we want that our data should be fetched from one or more data extensions so that I can send email or I can communicate with my subscriber in that way, then we can also use Automation Studio. So Automation Studio is not about sending email directly. It prepares and manages the data needed for marketing activity. Alright, if there is any repetitive data task, the Automation Studio handles it. Alright, such as import, filtering, segmentation, updates and integration with journey. Alright, let me explain use case, guys. This is a very practical example used by most marketing teams. In this scenario, what we'll do, we want to prioritize high intent leads by sending them a special discount offer email. What we'll do, we have a data extension that stores customer and lead data. Here we have a lead ID. Okay, so what we're going to do, we have a lead ID and we have a data extension which contains lead ID and the lead score. So based on the lead score, that will be our filter criteria. If those lead IDs which have lead score greater than 50, will collect those subscribers detail and we send them discount offer. Alright, so this will going to do practically. Let me show you. This is my Salesforce Marketing Cloud org. Okay, so this is our first scenario that we're going to perform. Here our goal is to convert high quality leads faster with targeted promotions, right? So from here, as you can see in Journey Builder, we have our Automation Studio. Okay, So I'll create duplicate tab. In one tab I'll open my data extension file, and in second tab we'll do our automation. Alright. Now let me show you my data extension. From Email Studio, we click on email. In subscribers, when we click on data extensions, okay, so for best practices, what we'll do, we store our data extension and subscribers detail in this folder format. Okay, so here let me search my file or my folder. Alright, so here I already made 2 data extensions having 10 records. Alright, if I'll click on this data extension named as new leads, here you can see the attributes are lead ID, email addresses, first name, lead source, industry, lead score, lead engagement date. So what is our use case, guys? We are going to fetch those lead IDs whose lead score is greater than 50. Okay, so what we need to do is, first of all, we'll be having a data filter. Here in Automation Studio, this is the page where you can see the earlier automations status. Okay, whether it is in progress, whether it has not performed yet, okay, whether it has some error or what. You can see everything from here. If I click on new automation, then this is the main workflow that you will get. Okay, here you can give it a name, any name you want to give this automation. Suppose I am giving December 2025 automation. Okay, now what I want to do, I want to filter my data. Now there is a question. The question is, if there is already a facility over here to filter the data, then what is the need, okay, or what is the difference in this filter and those filters which are there in data extensions? So the most essential and the most crucial thing is, when we filter data using data extensions filter tool, then what happens? Suppose these are the 10 records, okay, and I created filter over here. So suppose I created a filter based on my lead score. That lead score should be greater than 50. Okay, I want those lead ID whose lead score will be greater than 50. So it will give me the data. But suppose this is the scenario for currently I have 10 records. What if after half an hour I'll get 15 records or millions of records? Then this data extension or this data filter extension will not going to refresh it, will not going to filter it automatically. I have to come here and I have to filter this thing by manually. Okay, so this thing is not possible manually to come again, because millions of record will come in data extension. So what we need to do is, we need to automate this thing. Therefore we use Automation Studio. Okay, what we do in Automation Studio, guys, once we set this filter, like suppose, let me show you practically. Okay, here for filtering data, okay, in Automation Studio we need to create data filters. Okay, and then Automation Studio, what it will do, it will make a data extension for us, and in that data extension everything will get automated. Okay, so here when we, in this scenario, when we filter the data, so once we filter data, we need to come again and again manually to filter this data. Okay, but in Automation Studio, the things will get automated, but there is a criteria. What is criteria? Automation Studio will not going to filter those data or those data extensions subscribers list, those data extensions which are not created in Automation Studio, okay, which are created outside Automation Studio. If I am creating here data extension and if I am filtering this data extension, then Automation Studio will not going to refresh it. So what Automation Studio do is it filters only those data which is created in Automation Studio itself. Okay, those data extension which are created in the Automation Studio, only those data will get filtered, okay, and refreshed automatically. So we'll see practically here what I told you. We need to go in data filters. Okay, so in data, what data filters will do? It will filter our data based on the criteria that we want to set, right? Let me select my folder, that is December 2025. You need to search it in data extension because we created it in data extension. Alright, now on which data extension you want to apply filter. So I am selecting this new leads. Alright, once clicking, we need to what we need to do here is we need to go in data filter. Okay, from here we need to create data filter based on the file. So first is profile attribute, second is data extension. So my data is in data extension, so I'll select data extension. Okay, now from here we need to select the source file. Okay, so December 2025 and this is my source file. I am selecting this, so it will show me 10 records. Now which criteria we want to filter our data based on lead score. Okay, if lead score is greater than 50, I want those lead IDs. Okay, now we're going to save it, give it a name, data filter. Okay, and store it in the folder if you have created here. Alright, so I am selecting December 2025, my data filter folder. Okay, and save it. So here you can see the criteria is lead score is greater than 50. This data extension type is filtered data extension. Okay, filtered data, that is the filtered data that we have created. Our data extension will be created by Automation Studio itself. Okay, we're not going to create data extension. So here we have created our data filter. Now what we're going to do, we'll come here in filter, we'll select create a new filter activity. Okay, give it a name, automation filter. Alright, now select the filter definition. So you have to select here the data filter that you have created. Alright, so what we have created here, we have created December 2025 data filter 2. Alright, so here you have to search for it. So it is not showing, that means it has not been saved. Here you have to create it and store it in data extension. Okay, so let me store in my this folder. So we have created this data filter. Okay, this is filtered type. Now it is showing processing, so it will reflect records over here. Alright, we'll wait for some time while it is processing, guys. Once it gets processed, then it will reflect the records. Alright, meanwhile you can see this is the Automation Studio. Okay, that have a three starting sources: schedule, file drop and trigger. Okay, what schedule do? In schedule we can schedule our timings, like at what time we want to run our automation. It has multiple features, like on what date you want to you want that your automation should run. Okay, start time you can decide. and this is the feature, like whether you want to repeat this task in a minute, hour, or daily, or weekdays, weekly. So you can decide your timings from here. All right. Now see, six record have come over here whose lead score is greater than 50. All right. Now in my automation studio, I will select from here, create new filter activity, give it a name. Alright, store and select your data filter. So where is your data filter? Here you can scroll it. Here you can see this is your data filter. Okay. Now click on next, give it a name. Okay. Whatever name you will give, that data extension you can see in your folder that will be created. Okay, this external key is auto generated. You can give description if you want. Click on next and finish. All right, so what happened here, once we save this thing and give it a name and store it in your automation. All right, if you have not created your automation, you can create a folder over here. Enter and save. Okay, so once you save it, you'll get this run once. Okay, so whenever we create our automation, then it is on us, like whether we want to check it whether it is properly running or not, then this option we have over here. Okay, so run once, if we click on here, then it will ask which step you want to instantly run. So I want this one. If you will click run now, then it will show that it has been started, this automation has been started successfully. All right, now where we find that our data extension has been created or not, the folder that we have created. Okay, so we'll go in data extension. Okay, see, this is our automation filter data extension. It is processing right now. Okay, so you can see that these records have been created over here. All right, you can see 6 records have been reflected over here whose lead score are greater than 50. Up now, if millions of record will come in this data extension, then it will automatically get refreshed based on this criteria. Okay, we need not come here and manually do the things. Now suppose if I want that this filtered data extension, I want that these people will get email. Which type of email? Suppose these are hot leads. All right, because these lead score are greater than 50, so these are hot leads. So I want to send these people an offer email. Okay, so I can do that activity from here also. If we'll select, then what we need to do over here, I will select the discount email which I already created. Okay, then let me create it for you. Create new send email activity. Okay, so from here what we need to select is, first of all we need to select our email. So we'll select our email, that is discount email that we have created. This is my email. Okay, click on next, then it will ask you give it a unique name. So we are testing our email through data automation, sorry. Okay, now it will show the details of email. Okay, this is my content which I want to send. Okay, now we have to click on next. Guys, you have to select the audience over here. So which data extension will select? Those data extension which we created recently through Automation Studio based on filtered criteria. Okay, so now this is my folder. Okay, so these are the 6 records. I'll drag them over here and select. You can exclude them or suppress them from here also. Alright. Now if I'll click on next, then this is the Einstein tools, guys. Send time optimization and engagement frequency. What it does, send time optimization will observe the timings when the subscriber will click on our email, and in that time it will fix that time automatically, and at that time only it will send the email to that subscriber. So it is that smart tool, guys. And what engagement frequency tool will do, it will check whether we are sending extreme number of emails or what, or whether we are sending under emails. Okay, so based on that it will control our sending activity. Alright, so if we click on next, so this is the final thing what we are going to do here. We are sending the email to our subscriber whose lead ID or whose lead score is greater than 50. Okay, what we are writing, whether you are a beginner or a professional photographer, now it's the perfect time to upgrade your gear. For a limited time only, enjoy 50% off, we are giving them discount. Alright, this is my subject line. Best selling Canon camera, 50% off this weekend only. Alright, what it will do, it will grab the attention of the subscriber and it will give them an opportunity to buy this, so that we can attract our subscribers. Alright, so clicking on here, this information is correct and we'll finish it. Alright, now if you want to configure it or schedule it, you can do it from here also. I'm saving this and run once. Okay. So what will happen here, you can send email also, and if you want to send push notification or if you want to send SMS to this guys, okay, you can send from here. So therefore it is called as the multi-step marketing also. So automation studio is also known for multi-step marketing. Alright, let me show you. These are my subscribers or leads. Okay, so these people got the email. Let me check the email. We need to refresh it. See, I got this email. Alright. The name of the person, John. Alright. Whether you are a beginner or professional, the content and the deal. 50% off. Alright. So this is how we can do multiple things through our automation studio, guys. Alright. Similarly, this is the scenario for single data extension. Suppose I want to fetch the data from multiple data extension. Then how can I do that thing? So in that scenario, we need to use SQL query. Here what we'll do, we query data from more than 2 extension. Alright. So in that case, we can fetch the data, alright, from more than 2 data extensions also. So this is also one type of feature of automation studio. Alright, but for this there is a criteria, like if we want to fetch the data from 2 data extensions, then we have to create a targeted data extension. Alright, in that targeted data extension there should be those attributes which we want to fetch. Alright, let me show you my data extensions from where I want to fetch my data. Alright, so these are my data extensions. I want to fetch data from new leads and order status. What I want to fetch? I want to fetch lead ID, email address, first name, lead source, industry, lead score. Alright, and from second data extension what I want to fetch? The order status. Alright, so this is my second use case, guys. First we done, okay, what we did, we did data filter, okay, and we stored it in target data extension and we send them email. Alright, what were the result? Targets most ready to buy customer. Alright, if the customer or the subscriber is planning to buy the things because their lead score is greater than 50, that means they are highly interested. Okay, so we are sending them discount email so that they can buy the thing. Then it improves email conversation rate. It avoids discounting low quality leads. Alright, fully automated daily or hourly execution we can do. Right, guys? Now this is the next scenario. So from first scenario, what we learned, guys? What we learn, that we can do faster conversions, more accurate targeting we can do. Alright, those subscribers who are more interested, we can prioritize them. Alright, and better return on investment on discount campaigns. Alright, so this was our first use case. In second use case, what we're going to do, guys? We're going to fetch the data. Which kind of data? See, what I showed you, I have two data extensions, right? From one data extension, I want to have email ID and other basic information of the subscriber. And from second data extension, I want to get the status, order status. Suppose these are the subscribers who have purchased my product. Alright, now in second scenario, what I am doing, I am fetching their order status. So those subscribers whose order has been delivered, I want to fetch that people record and then I want to send them feedback email. Alright, so this is my use case scenario 2. See, these are the records. Alright, these are the lead IDs and their order date and order status. So if I want to fetch this data, the order status is delivered. Okay, so this is only one person whose order has been delivered. So I will fetch this data and I'll send this guy an email. Alright, feedback email. So how can we do so? For that, what we need to do is, we need to create first of all targeted data extension. From targeted data extension, what it will does, it will store the details. Whatever data will fetch, will store those details in that targeted data extension. So I have already created my targeted data extension, that is here, see, which have 0 records right now. Then after performing my task, how many records will be here? 1. Okay, because my order status should be delivered. Alright, now what we'll do, from Automation Studio, we'll select SQL query and choose. Alright, here create new query activity. Give it a name. External key will auto generate. Okay, then next, here you have to write the query, which data attributes or which attributes you want to fetch. So you can write over here those attributes manually also, but because the spelling mistake should not happen, we'll directly copy paste the things. All right, where is my folder? Here it is, December 2025. All right, so I'll drag this file, therefore I'll get the attributes over here. Okay, copied. Now I want to fetch lead ID, email address, first name, lead source, industry, lead score, lead engagement date, order status. From where? From where we want to fetch this, guys? From this data extension. This is new leads. Okay. Copy this and paste over here as data extension 1, right? And join from order status data extension. What we'll get? We'll get order status. Okay. As data extension 2, right? Now there is a criteria, guys. Whenever we want to fetch data from 2 or more data extension, then there is a criteria that there should be common attribute over there. Whether there should be any subscriber key or there should be lead ID, so that our system can understand like which data or which data is matching with first which data of data extension 1 is matching with data extension 2. All right, so here we have to create a link between two data extensions. So in both of data extension there is a common key or there is a common attribute, that is lead ID, which I have created. Okay, now on data extension 1 dot lead ID equals to data extension 2 dot lead ID. All right, where there should be a where clause where the order status is equals to what? Delivered, right? Order status should be delivered. That data we want to fetch, and what we'll do with that data, we'll send them feedback email, right? Now here you have to mention like from which data, sorry, you have to write here a select keyword. All right, then you have to write from which data extension you are fetching the attributes. So from data extension 1 I'm fetching lead ID, again data extension 1, okay, again data extension 1, data extension 1, industry is also there in data extension 1 only, lead score is also there, last engagement date is also there, right? Next, this order date and order status is in data extension 2. All right, so data extension 2 done. So this is our query. If you want, you can enter it into the next line. All right, so this is our query. You need to validate your query from here. So it has been validated. Now what will you do? Click on next. Once clicking on next, it will ask us like which data extension, in which data extension you want to store your detail that you have fetched from SQL query. Okay, so we'll select our target data extension here. All right, sometime it used to get stuck over here, guys, so we have to wait for some time. So this is asking for target data extension. Okay, now I'll select my folder that I have created. Okay, so this is my target data extension. Now I'll select overwrite and next and finish. So once I'll finish it and once I'll save this, then it will give me option to run this thing. Alright. So run once. Which thing you want to run? SQL query. Click on run. Run now. Alright. Now what will happen? It will reflect the data over here in December targeted data extension. Alright. Let me refresh it and we'll check whether the data has been reflected or not. Alright. It will take some time, guys. It will not immediately reflect the data over here. Alright, we need to wait for some time. See, this is my targeted data extension where I got this one record. Alright, if you'll see here that the lead ID with status is delivered, I got from here. Suppose you can create that email from email studio also, and from here also you can send the email to the person. Alright, here you will create new send email activity and you need to select the email content, that is feedback email. Alright, if you click on next, you have to give it a unique name. So I'll give it a feedback email. Alright, these are the details and next. Then we have to select audience. We'll select the targeted data extension, okay, that we got. So this I'll drop over here and next the same process, next and finish. Alright, save it and you can schedule the timing like at which time you want to send this email. Alright, I am checking it by clicking on run once. Run now. Okay, so your automation has started successfully. Let me open my email and check whether I got that email or what. Okay. Maybe it will take some time. See, this email I got. How was your Canon camera purchase with name? Alright. See, how was your Canon camera purchase, Anna? Alright, and the details and share your feedback. Alright, so this is how we can do the things from our automation studio, guys. Alright, so it can do multiple things. It can filter, it can fetch the data, it can send email, you can send push notifications, SMS, and whatever things you want to do. Alright, you can fetch the data from list also. Here what we did, we fetch the data from data extension. But what if you want to fetch the data from list? That thing also you can do through from the refresh group. Alright, and you can import also data from other external system. You can convert the type of file also from any type of file to .csv format, because our automation studio accepts .csv format only. And you can extract or you can have backup of data also from this data extract. Alright, so this use case we saw. Alright, what was our goal? To collect feedback while the delivery experience is still fresh. So we performed this. This was our automation flow. Alright, what results are there? Respond while customer experience is fresh. Higher feedback collection rate. It improves customer satisfaction, right? It fully automated and zero manual effort we put into this thing, right, guys? So that's it for today. Okay, I hope this help you clearly understand like how filtering and SQL automation works in marketing cloud, guys. Okay, if you found this video useful, please hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow, right? Subscribe for more Salesforce marketing cloud tutorials and comment below if you'd like me to create a full hands-on demo or explain another topic. Then you can also mention those things in the comment section. Alright, thanks for watching and I'll see you soon in the next video. Thank you.